Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And today we're doing a Vladimir game, played by Cool Chris 123, and he's duo queuing here with a friend, Irelia, played by Roar Penguin, whatever. And he's playing in a pretty tanky team. I mean, all of these characters are very tanky, and Sinch is actually considered a real tank normally, because he normally builds only tank items. The enemy team isn't very weak either, so we see, Nunu, who's considered a real tank, Jarvan, who's considered a real tank, and then three relatively tanky characters, I would say. So this could be very interesting. Of course, Irelia here has a very big advantage over all of them because she does true damage with one of her skills. Okay, it's not a lot, but it will help them, and hopefully we will see that coming into play. So Vladimir starting off with just an amplifying tome, no health potion, which is kinda strange because, well, now he has 40 gold lying around, and that is not how you normally start the game, obviously. So starting items here, we see the Doran shields, which we expect on tanky characters, and then two mana crystals, which we expect on the mages. So I guess Morgana is going for more of a mage build instead of a tanky build, and Urgot, well, he wants to have his Tear of the Goddess as soon as he can. So that's why he's going with the mana crystal. It is a good choice because mana immune, so you build your Tear of the Goddess into a mana immune, and that is one of the big opening items for Urgot. So someone actually packed clairvoyance, which is excellent because it makes for, these kind of surprises to be nullified. So that's useful. So we'll see Vladimir go mid. Don't know against who, and it probably is Swain. Yep. And I guess that because Swain was the only one, that was a single show. So the other two we already saw in the bottom lane, and since this guy showed as one person, not as a duo, I guess he would be the one in the mid lane. So the enemy team doesn't really have a good mid laner except for maybe Morgana. Swain, not the best mid laner ever. He can stay alive pretty well, but you can harass him pretty easily. Then again, he does have an AoE snare, which is useful. But it's more useful, obviously, if someone is actually dealing damage, and it's not just him dealing some damage. So Swain wasting his ignite here, because this was really wasting it, this wasn't using it. Because it doesn't do anything if Vladimir isn't gaining life off of anything. Then it just does 50 true damage plus 20 damage per level, so that's 70 damage. Whew. Yeah, we're not really scared of that anytime soon. But that means he has a 3-minute cooldown on it, so his next ignite cannot come before the 6-minute mark. You have to keep that in mind if you're Vladimir, because as long as he cannot use his ignite, you can life gain whatever you want. He cannot really stop it. So Vladimir going for a transfusion first and third, and going for the Tides of Blood second. The Tides of Blood is the one where he deals damage to all the surrounding enemies, and transfusion is a single target nuke, as I would say it. It deals a lot more damage than the area of effect spell. Going for pull as the fourth skill. And pull is really useful, obviously, for getting out of tricky situations, but also to not be targeted by stuff. And of course, it deals some damage. It doesn't deal a lot of damage early on, but still, it's 100 damage, but it's over the duration of the whole thing, which is 2 seconds. And you normally want to go out of the range. Oh, this is not good. And he does get a kill. Yep. Very nice play there by flashing out. He would have died if he didn't flash out there. And excellent use of the ignite. That is how you use it, to get off the last hit points and to surprise your opponent with a little bit extra damage. So ignite, really useful summoner spell. Flash, of course, being one of the most useful. Flash and Ghost to me are the most useful, but it all depends on what you as a person like to play with, because yeah, I cannot say what you should play with, because I'm not you. I just know that I like certain summoner spells because of their utility, and I don't like the extra damage spells. So I personally, for me, I don't like ignite and what's the other one called? Yeah, here, exhaust. So ignite, exhaust would be yeah, not for me. But that's because I cannot play with them. If you can play with them, they are excellent summoner spells, and yeah, there's no reason not to use them. But you really use them differently than you would use Flash Ghosts, because Flash Ghosts are more defensive spells that you can use offensive, and Exhaust is more of an offensive spell that you can use defensively. And yeah, that makes a complete difference in how you play. If you play very aggressively, then you should choose the more aggressive summoner spells normally. On the other hand, if you don't like to play aggressive, like me, I like to play passive as much as possible. Oh, wow. That was really, really close. Yeah, I thought he was going to die there. And the next time he's going to have his ignite up, and that makes the healing from Swain's ultimate completely disappear. I mean, it's already only half the damage dealt, and then it's only a quarter of the damage dealt, and that is huge against someone who is actually relying on that damage to heal him, or that spell. So basically you can negate his ultimate with your ignite. So it's an excellent way to counteract the Swain. On the other hand, he has quite low health now. He is about 50% health, just under, and he's going to have to heal up before he can engage the next time. But he is 2 levels ahead. I mean, it's level 8 to level 6, so he can indeed do quite a lot more damage and heal up quite nicely here. So someone backed Fortify, and Fortify really to me is never useful. Even if you're good with it, it's just not useful. And I'm pretty sure they will change some of the summoner spells in season 2. So season 2 is coming up, and they will probably wipe the whole ladder clean, so you don't have a ladder ranking anymore, or ELO ranking, and they will probably start over, which would be useful for people like me who lost the first few games and never could recover from that, because, well, people in the games are just, yeah, well, not good enough to actually win with. I mean, I got a lot of response on my last Teemo game, so episode 99 of Random Games, because I actually got 300 and something minion kills, and the rest of my team just got a whole lot of deaths. They got hardly 100 minion kills, they didn't do anything all game, and I had all of my items maxed out. I had too much gold, basically, and well, my opponents could just kill the rest of my team, and then if you're Teemo, yeah, that doesn't really help. I'm assuming he dies here, but no, he doesn't. Wow. That was really, really close. Then again, Vladimir also almost died. So this guy actually very good with Vladimir, because I would have gone out way before those engagement ended. So I wouldn't get any of the kills. He is farming up the raids, which is great. I mean, that is what you should do. If you have some time in your hands, sure, do that. So minion kill wise, he has 62 minions, which is by far the most in this team, but also by far the most in the enemy team. Swain only has 44 now, so that's 20 less. But more importantly, he has about 50% more than Swain has, so that is huge. And Swain is quite a good farmer, but Swain really shouldn't push the lane too much, because then he gets overextended and he can be killed. So there's someone coming mid here, the Jarvan, to be precise. And yeah, since Vladimir isn't mid, there's no problem. So I don't know what this guy is coming to do here, except for picking up the experience for 3 of the minions. But I guess he was chasing someone or something, because he used his ultimate. So missing a few last hits here, but that's okay, since he has been using the jungle to get some extra things going. Not upgrading the boots yet. Vladimir is one of the few champions where you normally upgrade the boots as soon as you can, and then go for the extra health. Okay, this is going to be risky. Almost has his ultimate up here, and might actually be able to cast it on these guys. Oh wow! Yeah, he does a lot of damage with his newfound needlessly large rod, and has 1,000 gold. So normally we see people going for boots of speed and boots level 1 into the cooldown boots, so the Ionian boots of lucidity, then go for the Hextech revolver, but in between that they normally go for what is it called? And of course I can find it here, so I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure it's something with health or health regen. No, it's this one. So the Spirit Visage.